Would Marvel really go so far as to fake positive review scores for their movies? Well, I'm reminded of this article about HBO from around a week ago, and it was basically saying the executives would use fake social media accounts in order to go after some of their critics online. And I'm not going to go into all the details on this because I already made a video talking about it on my channel, but there is something funny in regards to Marvel that this reminded me of. Because you see, since the movie's been released, we've gotten lots of people coming to the defense of the movie and boasting about the good review scores it's getting from review sites, especially Rotten Tomatoes. However, if you take a look at these scores a little bit more closely, things don't look so good after all. On Rotten Tomatoes, as of the time of this recording, it's currently sitting at an 85% audience score. So if you actually click on the audiences and filter by all audiences, so you're not just getting the verified accounts, you can kind of actually click on the profiles and kind of analyze this a little bit to see where things are stacking up. This account right here, 5 out of 5, brief review. And yeah, I mean, this is a fake account, or it was either created by some executive over at Disney, like with HBO, or some Marvel stand to try to prop up the score. And the reason they do this sort of thing is because they have like over $100 million that they spent on marketing. So it stands the reason that they would maybe just create some fake accounts in order to try to prop up some of their movies. I mean, that doesn't really seem like such a stretch, at least in my mind. HBO did that, so why wouldn't Marvel do that? This account right here, 5 out of 5. You see another fake account with this one. That was Johnny W. But they were a little bit more discreet about it because they wrote an actual review. Where's this one? 4.5 out of 5. Okay, so this is another fake one. This caught my eye because of that spoiler warning right there. But yeah, they were trying to be a little bit discreet with this one. How does this Henry C? Where does that mouse group? So this wasn't created just to prop up the Marvels. This was created to prop up the MCU with the Black Panther review as well. So, or they're just a really diehard Marvel stand for bad Marvel movies. But I can go on and on about this. As you can see, it's pretty obvious that they are fake accounts trying to prop up this movie. But if I'm going to be completely fair, there's probably accounts like this one, 1 out of 5. Let me see where they... Okay, so this account was created just to attack the Marvel. So credit where credit's due. That offsets one of those positive ones. That's Marlena R. That was one of the positives. So these offset each other. Both of them are fake accounts, but in the opposite direction. Tim T, where does Tim T stack up? Oh, this is an account that was created just to attack Marvel property, or not Marvel, Disney properties. So it's becoming increasingly obvious so that you can't really go by the Rotten Tomato scores. I mean, I like to reference it in my videos, but it's very unreliable. But the only question is, are there more positive or negative review bombing going around? And I think it's pretty easy to tell which side is doing it more often, because you can actually go by something objective like the box office results. And for this movie, it's pretty abysmal, which means people don't like this movie, but yet on Rotten Tomatoes, it has a positive review score, which leads me to believe there's more positive review bombing going on than the negative review bombing. But either way, it's all completely irrelevant, because the fact of the matter is the audience scores or critic scores on there play no factor in whether the studio actually makes money. And by the looks of it, this movie is going to lose hundreds of millions of dollars.